What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Refinement. My name is Chris. In this show, we talk about building an online income. Let's get straight into it. Today, I'm going to give you guys the 5 things that you have to do to profit $273 a day on eBay. You have to do all 5 things or it doesn't work. So please buckle your seatbelts, smash the like button, consider subscribing if you like tips and tricks to build your online store. And let's get straight into it. So first off, what would you even do with $273 profit a day? Could you pay your debt down? Could you retire a little earlier? You're going to use that to pay your normal bills. eBay actually doesn't sleep. So if you set the store up right, it runs 7 days a week. It runs while you're asleep. It runs when you're at lunch with your family. Most businesses don't do that. It generates money 24/7, 365 days a year. So number one, you actually need a certain amount of stuff listed. And this may come to a shock to some people who keep asking me, if I relist the same item, does it count as listing another item? No, it does not. If you have one donut and you list the same donut over and over again, you still only have one donut for sale. You need a certain amount of donuts listed in order to make X amount of money. In this example, you need $81,900 worth of donuts listed. You're going to need, number 2, a certain sell-through percentage. So you need 1% of your donuts to sell each day. You need a certain profit margin per item. So you need a third of the revenue of that donut to be profit, which means you need to actually keep your expenses low. So a lot of people think the business people are cheap. Why do I drive a $9,000 car? The reason is because it makes it easier for me to profit more at the end of the day. I look at a lot of business owners as just being savvy. They know that one little error or something that happens that's out of your control can eat into your profit margin. So I recommend being as frugal as possible while you're building up to this number. People ask, when can I take money out of my business? Way later, right? Wait 10 years, then take money out of your business, because if you set it up right, it runs 7 days a week for you. So you need to have a certain amount of stuff listed. In this example, $81,900. If 1% sells a day, it is $819. If you keep your expenses under 2/3, which is $546, you have $273 left. So you can actually use this formula that I just gave you in this shortcut, bit.ly/reseller instructions. This is like a cheat sheet to help you figure out your business. So definitely subscribe to my channel, maybe bookmark this page, because I'm going to try to be as consistent as I can and update all of my notes. Instead of the last couple of years I'm running YouTube, I've just been me randomly making videos, but this year I'd like to have every single episode be a different topic, and you can go back into this worksheet and just follow along, and hopefully this gives you some insights. And my ambition is your success. So help me out with the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps other people find my channel. So once you have $81,900 worth of donuts listed, 1% of them sell, 1% of your profit margin, or your profit margin is 30%. Now, this number 4 is something that a lot of people don't do. Only 10% of people in America make $150,000 or more. And I like to have a little bit of a margin. So shoot for 158,000 so you can fail your way to 100,000. Don't set your goal at just barely getting by. Barely getting by does not make you 6 figures. Okay, so the reason why I'm making this video today is because I'm actually triggered by someone telling me that they can't make 6 figures as a reseller because they're not lucky. Now, I don't know why I feel offended by this. If you feel offended, smash the like button. If you don't, if you agree that you can't be a reseller unless you're lucky, you can't be a successful one, then hit the dislike button so I can actually find out how many people think that this is just luck. I don't think so. 10% of people made 150,000 last year. That's 35 million people. Did 35 million people get lucky? I don't see it that way. I think that there are certain things that you can do, like the 5 things I'm making this episode about, that can help you reach that goal. So number 4 of the 5 is you need to be in the top 10 to 20% of the people in your niche. You can't just list items without being really good at whatever thing that you're specifically selling, because 9 out of 10 people don't make $150,000 a year, and you're competing against those people when you list an item. You have to be really good at this. Unfortunately, some of the people who are listening to this channel will not make it into the top 10, 20%. This channel is not fake. It's just giving you what you need to do to actually get there. Most people, actually, statistically, 9 out of 10 people will not be able to do this. I'm just telling you what you do need to do. So number 5, and this is 5 out of 5. This is the most important one in my opinion. You actually need some ambition to get there, to get into the top 10 to 20% in anything. You have to be very motivated. So I'm going to give you this prompt that really worked for me, which is, what if you could pay your annual bills with 1 month's income? This is actually adapted from Bob Proctor. He was saying, make your monthly income your annual income, but since that's sort of arbitrary, I look at it as your bills, because everyone's bills are a little bit different. So whatever your bills are for the entire year, imagine if you could do that with just 1 month's income. This is why I've been motivated to be frugal. So I am now changing my own oil in my car. If you look at my sales, I actually make enough profit in one day to pay for my car for the entire year. Because I'm driving a cheap car and doing all the maintenance myself, and I only drive 1 mile to work and back. So it's like, that's very motivating to me, and it's comforting knowing that my bills are really low, but I'm constantly improving my income. So that's why this channel is called Daily Refinement, because I feel like if you improve a little bit every single day, sometimes improving can be just subtracting bills, right? You can be reducing an expense that's recurring. Do something that will lessen your overhead so that you can be a little bit more at peace, but be motivated, because you need to be motivated, more motivated than 9 out of 10 people to actually get there. So I'm looking here at Investopedia. You can see here that 1% of people earn $737,000 a year. Now, that might require a little bit of luck to get to that point, because not every single industry, not every single category can have that kind of income. But to me, I look at that almost as a challenge. That means there's still almost 4 million people who did that. Why can't I be one of those 4 million people that did that? Why can't you be one of those 4 million people that did that? Look at what people are doing and then just try to improve it, and just remember, we're all in a race to the same thing. Yes, there's plenty of money for everyone for the most part, but you still need to be better than other people to give yourself an advantage. So here's the numbers. And again, this sheet is called bit.ly/reseller instructions. In this sheet, I'm going to document the entire year. So if you have a store with 1% sell through, 81,900 listed, I actually bookmarked this. So this is the listings page. So because a lot of people on YouTube don't show their numbers, if you click it, I'll show you mine. You don't have to show me yours. I don't want those emails coming to me. So I have 10,811 items listed right now for just around 200,000 listed. This does not include shipping. So one of the reasons why my average right now, with my average shipping cost of around $7, this is 270,000 listed. As I told you guys in a previous video, I want to be around anything over $22 ASP is good for me. I'm with the margins that I'm looking for, but I need to get to around $30 ASP in order to hit that $1 million a year mark, which is still really far away from me because I don't have the processes set up to do that. So what I like is when you actually break down the numbers, you know what you need to do to get there. So when this person told me that you can't get there unless you're lucky, they gave me an example. So, I've been running this Facebook group with my friend Tech and Sports, and he lists 250 items a day. Okay, so he just posted 4 minutes ago. I think his staff is on leave, so he's only listing 160 a day. But I was just thinking about this. I don't think what he did is luck. He cycles through his inventory at least twice a year. So actually, if for some reason the government gave us $20,000 stimulus and he sold out of all 29,000 items in his store for some reason, so tomorrow, Monday morning he wakes up, there are no items in his store. 6 months from now, the store would be the exact same size as it is right now, because he has this habit of putting 250 items up per day. That's the habit. Right now, my habit is at 80 items a day. So I can look at it. Okay, could I actually do 250 items a day? Right now, I would not be able to do that. I don't have the skill set. I don't have enough inventory coming in. I don't have the right sell-through percentage. I don't have the space actually to do that. I can look at all the things that are missing between myself and tech and sports. I could also look at, let's say, there are 2 companies that I know that list more than 20,000 items a day. When I look at their operations, both of them have almost 1 million square feet. One of the companies is Zulily, which I haven't talked about in a long time, but they are listing 9,000 items a day in one location, in one of their locations. So could I do that right now? No, I can't. But the thing is, I don't beat myself up for that. It's like comparing yourself to an Olympic athlete who's been doing it every day for 20 years. You're not going to be able to be at that level. That doesn't hurt my feelings. I think a lot of people are saying, oh, I see all these people who can do these things and it makes me feel bad. Shouldn't make you feel bad because it's not related. It's completely different. But if you were to break down the numbers, you would feel even less bad because you understand what it takes. What does it take to list 20,000 items? It's funny because I didn't hear somebody say, hey, Chris, what does it look like? The question I got was, how is that possible? Right? And I'm just thinking, if you just reverse engineer what you do every day, you could figure out how it's possible. And when I look at the way they're set up, they have 1,700 employees. When I divide 20,000 listings a day divided by 1,700 people, that's only 11 listings a day. That's not even impressive. Somebody who just started on eBay for 2 months could list 11 items a day. That's nothing really that magical. It's just they have 1,700 people working there. Okay, so think about what makes people successful, and then you reverse engineer that. Check out different articles, do reading, because you want to figure out what is it that people are doing. So I want to give you guys a couple other things I feel like the top 10% are doing. So again, I want to reiterate, you have to be a master at what you do. You have to be better than 9 out of 10 people who do this. I want to make this YouTube channel better than 9 out of 10 people who do this. So what I'm trying to do is do all the rules that the top 10% of YouTubers do. So if you guys have been enjoying my thumbnails with a close-up of my face, the reason why I am doing that is because for some reason the YouTube algorithm likes people's faces and it will show it more often to people. Also, it's one of the reasons why I put numbers in the title. It's one of the reasons why I try to keep people on my channel with playlists. I look at what the top 10% of YouTubers are doing and I try to be better than 90% of the other people on the platform. Mainly though, because this channel is about helping people make money, I'm trying to give you actionable advice that can actually help you make money. That's also why I ask people to smash the like button and subscribe. It's not because I have a problem with the like button. It's because that generates more impressions for the on the back end. YouTube thinks that the video is more engaging if you click the like button or you comment and let me know what you would do, $273 profit. So hopefully that's useful so you can figure out why YouTubers ask for that information when they're saying, hey, let me know what town you're from. They're really increasing the engagement and being better than their competition. Number 2, another thing you can do is list one-off items to build margin. This is really important. You want to find items that are profitable, like you buy it for $1, sell it for $100, because that's a lot of profit right in your pocket. The problem is you can't scale that because you can't just go find a million things that are super, super high profit. I have never found that niche. This is why a lot of resellers that I know, after they build up some capitals, they switch to rental. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, if you got projectors, speakers, this is an example. I did an event in Kansas City, and the gentleman that I rented all the equipment from for the event, the speakers, the microphones, that person used to be a reseller, but then they told me I got sick of having to go find the stuff again after it's sold. So I just switched to a rental company. Every week somebody rents it for a wedding. I get paid again without having to go find that inventory again. All I had to do was just set up a website, do some more setup, some more capital up front, but then I just kept renewing the same income without having to get new stuff. Very cool. So you start with flipping stuff, you switch to replenishable items, and it can take 6 months to 1 year to find one product. Okay, so be patient. You guys know that I referenced the 10 by 10 by 10 model. That's 10 items to sell 10 times a day for $10 profit, for $1,000 a day profit. That is way easier said than done. I have been looking for replenishables for 4 straight years, and I really only have a couple. It's not that easy. So be patient while you're looking for your replenishable items with your one-off, and that'll give you the chops to become better than 9 out of 10 people. When you just start, there's no reason for you to be better than everyone because you just started. You're going to start at 0. So when you're first starting, and if you were to ask me to sell East African baskets, I would not know how to do that, right? I would start at the 0th percentile because I don't know what material it's made out of. I don't know any of the. I don't know why it would sell. I don't know the market. I don't know where to get them, right? But if you were to ask me how can I resell Nike shoes, I could tell you exactly how to do that, right? And most people, I get that email once in a while. How can I sell Nike that I get directly from Nike? And if you think about who sells brand new Nike, you will get the answer to that question, right? Whoever is selling brand new Nike has a contract with them, and they got that contract by doing A, B, C, D, and E. You have to also do A, B, C, D, and E to set up the same contract. That's how I reverse engineered all the different things that I sell by just asking myself, who is selling this stuff right now and how do I be like them? That's really what I call sourcing. So some people think sourcing is shopping. Sourcing is not shopping. Sourcing is not treasure hunting. Sourcing is figuring out where the source is. Okay, so hopefully that was a useful episode, guys. You got to get an idea of you have to be in the top 10 or 20% of people to earn over $100,000 a year. Not everyone can do it, but you at least everyone can at least know what it takes. Okay, everyone can at least know what it takes. So if you got anything from this episode, at least you can get an idea. Please subscribe to the channel. Look at bit.ly/reseller instructions. I call this kind of my cheat sheet. So refer back to this. I appreciate you guys' time. Take care and make progress daily.